think I might have bad taste in music. Recently, I've been trying to get into some new music because I've been basically listening to Jack Stallber and assorted jazz for a year now. I started my journey by listening to the classic good albums, Dark Side of the Moon, Mad Villainy, and The Risk of Rain 2 OST, but I've also found some more interesting stuff. Here are some of the stranger albums I've enjoyed so far. Be warned though, they are not for the faint of heart. This album is a weird one to start off with, but released in 1999, Black Foliage is a psych rock concept album. The album is a wonderful mix of the Beatles, and a random assortment of nature and machine sounds. The album also features animation songs, which one of the band members said are supposed to evoke imagery of animations within the listener. The Olivia Tremor Control, the band behind this album, actually broke up a year after Black Foliage came out, reuniting in 2009. They are yet to make anything new, but rumor has spread that they are working on something. Overall, I like this album. It's a cool mix of nostalgic, Beatle-y sound and washing machine core mashed together to create a trippy and complex experience. Some of my favorite songs are A Sleepy Company, Hilltop Procession Momentum Gaining, and California Demise 3. I'd rate this album 7 sextants or something. My rating doesn't matter, go form your own opinions. I have a soft spot for King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, first getting introduced to them with their album Nonagon Infinity, a perfectly looping prog rock album made to sound like one song. Flying Microtonal Banana is very different. The album uses microtonal tuning, microtones being tones between the keys, to give the album a very psychedelic feel. The album uses custom instruments to achieve a very floaty and building vibe to the songs, especially with the use of a zurna, which is a reed instrument used heavily in Turkish folk music. I really like this album, especially the songs Melting and Open Water. I don't know why, but I always imagine a bank robbery to these songs. If you like music that stoners would like, this album's right up your alley. Now on a completely different note, Death Grips. I have a love-hate relationship with Death Grips, that being that I like their music but acknowledge that the band is probably ass. Extra Military has to be one of my favorite Death Grips albums. The album is the band's technical first album, being released for free in 2011 on the band's website. As I was editing this, I went to go get the URL for the website, and I realized that you can actually get every single album and song that they have for free on their website, which is awesome. For a time it was on streaming services, but it got taken down due to the samples used in the song. Extra Military is an intense album with loud, abrupt, and angry sounds being common on all the tracks. Beware, the album's opener, and one of my personal favorite songs, opens with a speech from Charles Manson.
He come to me with money in his hand. He offered me. I didn't ask him. I wasn't knocking someone's door down.
Talking about his cult lifestyle to then lead into an oppressive and powerful song talking about a man giving into his anger and becoming a monster.
Shit was shaped by my disrespect. Dismiss this life, worship death. Cold blood night of serpent's breath. Exhale like smells from the endless nest in the bottomless well of emptiness.
Overall, this album is great for working out and doing schoolwork. Make sure to play it the next time you're in a car with your parents.
The court of the crimson.
I love this album. Out of every album I've discovered and enjoyed, I always find myself coming back to this album. Released in 1969, In the Court of the Crimson King is a prog rock album produced by the band King Crimson. The album stands out for its use of saxophone and flute in combination with rock and metal guitar. The tracks also have an incredibly unique style and sound, with all the songs being around 10-minute long epics telling the story of the horrors of war and mankind. One of the songs, 21st Century Schizoid Man, would become popular because Kanye would sample it in his song Power. My personal favorite song is Epitaph. The chorus of the song is especially haunting. Out of all the albums I've talked about, listen to this one. Max out of max on any rating scale. Just don't expect anything like this from the other King Crimson albums. They kind of changed styles after this album. So that's my list. Listen to the albums or don't. I don't really care. See ya.